Okay, so now we're going to talk about collaborative decision making, right? So it's one thing to say, I'm going to be a servant leader, but how do you actually facilitate group thinking? How do you facilitate a self-organizing team making decisions together where the iteration manager, the scrum master, the manager of the team isn't viewed as having more power than everybody else, right? And so a lot of people don't cover this, but these are some of the techniques that we teach companies, and when you use them, they're pretty powerful. So let's first talk about Fist of Five. So Fist of Five is a really simple concept. If you are trying to make a decision, a lot of times humans will like over communicate. Like, I want to influence everybody around me so that they're 100% agreement with what our decision's making. And since we're all analytical problem solvers, we can actually take this too far. And so, for example, we go and spend an hour in a meeting trying to make a decision. So Fist of Five is a simple technique. It's almost like paper, scissors, rock, where you just kind of do a throwdown. You're like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of making a motion that we should, spend 4 hours trying this new framework, or we should spend, X hours trying something else, rather than overanalyzing the situation and trying to get the perfect agreement. So it's almost like you take your hand and you're like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. If you throw the 3, you're in the middle. If I throw a fist, it's like kind of hell no. And if I throw 5, it's high yes. So it's a simple voting mechanism. And when I was coaching other teams and had a team down in Columbus, Ohio, a healthcare company, and they had a great leadership team, but they were all trying to get along with Storm and Norm, and we could overanalyze. Hey, we're building out this awesome Agile studio. Should we get blue and green chairs or red chairs? And we could overanalyze and do that, and we say at the end of the day, how passionate do people really feel about that decision? Let's just do a quick vote. We were making almost 8 to 10 decisions every morning about things that would have taken 8 to 10 hours if we would have just gone through a typical meeting and trying to get everybody to agree. And so we would realize that whatever we did, we could adapt and change because we have this retrospective process, so we didn't need to overanalyze anything because we knew we had this courage to change things if things weren't working. So really simple technique we would throw down. If we had dissension, so for example, somebody would do this and somebody would do this, like, wow, you guys are opposite ends of the spectrum. It's like, you clearly care more about it because you're a 5, and you clearly hate this idea because you're a rock, you're a 1 and a Fist of 5. Then we would say, all right, well, why don't we take the folks that are most in disagreement about this and let you guys talk about why your views are so different than everybody else, because the rest of us are 2, 3s, or 4s. We're kind of in the middle or one way or another. So we would then switch to a different technique.